Leanne here from healthfulpursuit.com, and today's video we're going to be breaking down the 7 keto foods that you can eat right now to help support your gut or heal your gut. So stay tuned. If you haven't already subscribed to the Healthful Pursuit YouTube channel, you should. You can click the button down below to subscribe. So today we're going to be chatting about gut healing, and specifically 7 keto foods that you can eat on a daily basis that will help support your gut or not do any more damage to your gut. I've also included at the very end of the video 5 supplements that I use every day to help support my gut. I've really shifted my keto goals over the last year or so. When I first got started with keto, my main goal was losing hormonal weight gain, which I did, and getting my period back after 8 years of amenorrhea, which is a lack of period, which I also did. So once my hormones became balanced and things were going really well, I switched gears to really focus on gut healing, and that's where I'm at right now. I've been doing this for about a year, so my gut is on the mend, but one thing I've learned is that if you are trying to support your gut or heal your gut on any sort of protocol, it takes time. One of the major things I want you guys to take away from today's video is that it should not be complicated. When I first started using the ketogenic diet to support my gut and started getting really into it, I had to-do lists and tons of supplements, and I was really overwhelmed, and it shouldn't be this way. So one of the main things, if you take anything away from this video, is to make things simple. And the simplest way to support your gut that I've found is by having bone broth. Now, I used to make my own bone broth, but when we moved into our RV full time, making bone broth all the time just wasn't my jam. It stinks up the place, it's a small place, and it also uses a lot of power. So I started looking for an alternative to homemade bone broth that had the same quality, and the only one I was able to find that I felt good about was Kettle and Fire. And so when I was putting together today's notes for this video, I reached out to Kettle and Fire. They put together a sweet discount for you guys. It's awesome. If you get 6 cartons, you will get free shipping, and you'll also get more than 20% off. The more cartons you buy, the more your discount gets larger and larger and larger. And if you're unfamiliar with Kettle and Fire, basically they make the richest bone broth I've been able to find. Super gelatinous, made from grass-fed, grass-finished bones. So if you haven't had a chance, definitely head on over to kettleandfire.com/healthfulpursuit to get at least 20% off your next order of Kettle and Fire. I'll include a link down below this video. Let's get to the must-do things if you're trying to heal your gut on a ketogenic diet. The first one is that you want to steam your vegetables. Many vegetables are a rich source of vitamin B, which help break down proteins, fats, and carbs. So it's really important to make sure that we can assimilate our vegetables, and steaming is a really great way to do that if your gut is compromised. The second is low lectin foods. If you haven't heard about lectins yet, think of them like anti-nutrients. So these lectins have a detrimental effect on your gut microbiome. So you have a lot of bacteria in your gut, and when you eat too many lectins or high lectin foods, they can actually cause that bacteria to get imbalanced. So some foods that are low lectin include leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, avocados, olives, as opposed to high lectin foods, which are going to be dairy, grains, nightshades, zucchini, pumpkin, and squash. The third is fermented foods. These include water kefir, coconut yogurt, basically anything coconut, sauerkraut, kimchi, fermented pickles. Any of those are going to be really great for your gut. The fourth thing that you can do is incorporate resistant starch into your ketogenic diet. Resistant starch resists digestion, so it should not increase your insulin or blood sugar if you're concerned by that. What I like to do as a keto warrior is add just about a quarter of a teaspoon when you first get started, a quarter of a teaspoon of potato starch to water before bed. Drink that, resistant starch, boom. The fifth thing you can do if you haven't already is switch from conventionally raised meat to grass-fed meat. Grass-fed meat isn't going to be as hard on your gut because it's so rich in omega-3, which lowers your inflammation, can help. As well, conventionally raised meat eats corn, and corn can actually be quite detrimental to your gut, even though the animal ate it and not you. I know it's mind-blowing, but definitely something to look at. If you are, at the grocery store and you're looking at all this meat and it says organic, don't think that that's grass-fed, grass-finished, or free-range. If you're buying beef, it should be grass-fed, grass-finished. If you're buying chicken, it should be free-range. If you're buying pork, it should be pasture-raised. That should make sure that you're avoiding all the funkiness and you're not wasting your money on organic meat when it's basically conventionally raised meat. Just don't waste your money, don't bother. The sixth thing that you can eat every day to help support your gut is coconut oil. The saturated fat in coconut is called lauric acid, and it has antimicrobial, antifungal properties, which can help balance your gut bacteria. And the seventh final keto food that you can eat every day to help support your gut, and we chatted about it before, is bone broth. Bone broth is packed with gut healing properties like gelatin, glutamine, and glycine. And these three awesome things will help maintain the proper amount of mucus in your gut lining, reduce inflammation, protect against gastric ulcers, maintain the integrity of your gut lining, stimulate the production of stomach acid, which helps you break down your food. Our components of bile acid would actually help you break down fat, which is so important on a ketogenic diet, and so much more. Okay, so the bonus section of today's video is supplements. I'll run through some of my favorite supplements that I like to incorporate in a ketogenic diet to help support your gut, and I'll include links down below to any of these supplements if you want to give them a go. The first one, and I think everyone should be taking this, is a probiotic. You want to make sure that this probiotic has at least 50 billion units of probiotics, at least. Another one is digestive enzymes, to make sure that you are breaking down your food properly and you're actually able to assimilate the nutrients. I like to take that with every meal. The third one is L-glutamine, which is an amino acid and is anti-inflammatory and actually helps heal the lining of your gut. And another really cool thing that L-glutamine does, it actually coats your cells so that they can't react as much to irritants. The fourth and the fifth one is combining collagen with aloe vera. I see these ones as supplements, even though it could be considered a food, but what better way to eat your supplements as opposed to taking a bunch of pills? So what I like to do is add water to a glass with aloe vera juice, a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of salt, and add collagen to the mix. I will include a link down below as well as in the corners if you are curious about what collagen is and what it means and which one to choose, because there are so many collagen brands out there. So that does it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I've put together a mini guide for today's video. You can click up here or down below to get that free guide. The second one is if you need help with your ketogenic diet and you're not really sure what to do, you can grab a copy of my keto bundle, which combines two of my best-selling programs into one awesome little download. It has over 60 days of instruction and basically everything you need to go from incorporating keto into your life to rocking your body and healing it and feeling so much better. And lastly, it would be so cool if you subscribe to my channel. So I will see you guys hopefully next Wednesday, and I hope you have a great week. Bye!